Shalom, shalom. All praise to the Most High,
All praises.
the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Israel. Say greetings, greetings. Welcome to another episode of 10 Minutes of Wisdom. Today we go talk about how we all need rebuke. Let's start with Leviticus 19. And we are gonna get it. We are gonna get rebuke and correction because we're supposed to, and it's a commandment. So let's get Leviticus 19 and 17.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
So this is letting us know that when we don't rebuke, that's hatred. That's hatred. When you don't correct someone, that means you hate them. Read that again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine
It
heart.
say you shall not hate them in your heart. Go ahead.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
So when you see somebody sinning, you're supposed to correct them because they might not know that they're sinning. Go to Job chapter 5. Job chapter 5, verse 17.
Job chapter 5 and verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom God corrected.
It say, happy is the man whom God corrected or rebuked. Go ahead. Was that it on that?
No. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty.
It say, don't despise the chastening of the Lord, because chastening is also rebuke. So it say, happy is the man who God corrected. Go to Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, and we go read verse 5.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise.
It is what?
It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise.
Go ahead.
Than for a man to hear the song of fools.
It say it's better to hear the rebuke of the wise than to be praised by fools. Having them yes man in your life. Get them yes men out your life and get some wise brothers in your life that's go correct you. That's go tell you when something is off. That's go tell you when your attitude is off. Go tell you when the way you acting is off. It's better to hear those people than the praise of fools. Go to Proverbs 28. Proverbs 28 and 23.
Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 23. He that rebuketh a man afterward shall find more favor than he that flattereth with his tongue.
You see that? It say he that rebuke a man is going to find more favor. It might not come immediately, but it's going to come when the person wise up. That always happens with children. Children, after they go through the tough lesson, after somebody go through their trials and tribulation, they always look back and say, you know what? I respect the person that told me the truth. You always gonna respect the person that told you the truth. Read that again.
He that rebuketh a man afterward shall find more favor than he that flattereth with the tongue.
And then the person that flattered with the tongue, that told the person that praised them even when they was wrong, when that person wise up, they gonna know that this person wasn't for me. Get some more. Go to Amos 5. Let's hit verse.
Amos chapter 5 and verse 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate.
So the people that rebuke the leaders, the supervisors, the managers, the bishops, the deacons, the men in the house, they gonna always be hated because you're the person that's doing the rebuke. And they not gonna understand or love you till they wise up. Read that again.
They hate him that rebuketh in the gate,
Go ahead.
and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly.
And they hate him that speak uprightly. So it's a tough job, but it shows love. It shows love. Tell people the truth. Go to Titus chapter 2. And let's start at 3.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Say teachers of good things. To teach good things, especially when you're talking about wisdom, you have to be corrected. If no one is correcting you, you're not getting taught. I'm gonna say that again. If no one is correcting you, if no one is rebuking you, you are not getting taught. Go ahead.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
So, y'all women, to teach these things, you have to correct them. You have to rebuke them. You cannot teach the younger woman anything if you're not correcting them. Go to Sirach chapter 9. Well, go to Proverbs 31 about the women. Proverbs 31 and 26.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 26. She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
It says she opened her mouth with wisdom. This is going into the older women teaching the younger women. You have to open your mouth with wisdom. Go ahead.
She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness.
And in her tongue is the law of kindness. Go to Sirach chapter 9. Sirach chapter 9. So this is how you rebuke. This is how you correct. You correct people with God's laws. That's how you show them they're wrong. That's how you show them their sin, is by showing them the law. Sirach 9 and 15.
Sirach chapter 9 and verse 15. Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
And all your communication in the law of the Most High. When you teach God's laws, you're rebuking. When you teach God's laws, you're correcting. Why? Go to Romans 7. Romans 7 and verse 7. This is why you are correcting.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 7. What should we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin, but by the law.
So when you're correcting somebody for their sin, you have to do what? Teach the laws, because they won't know their sin unless they know what? The law. It said, I had not known sin, but by the law. So let your communication be about God's laws. That's correction. That's rebuke. Because you're telling somebody where they're wrong at. Go to 1 Corinthians 2 and verse 15.
1 Corinthians 2 and verse 15. But he that is spiritual judgeth all things.
You see that? A person that's spiritual judge all things. What does it mean to be spiritual? Go back to Romans 7 and read verse 14.
Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
So the law is what makes us spiritual. Go ahead.
But I am carnal, sold under sin.
So it's the person, a man that is spiritual is the ones that keeps God's laws. Go back to 1 Corinthians 2 and 15.
1 Corinthians 2 and verse 15. But he that is spiritual,
he that keeps God's laws, go ahead,
judges all things.
Judge all things, correct all things, rebuke all things. That's what a judge do. Correct, rebuke. Go ahead.
Yet he himself is judged of no man.
Go to Proverbs 27. Proverbs 27. And read verse 5.
Proverbs 27 and verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love.
It say open rebuke is better than secret love. Open rebuke is better than secret love. We have to rebuke each other. We have to correct each other. That's how we get better. That's how you get better as an individual. That's how you get better as a family. That's how you get better as a congregation. And that's how you get better as a nation. So all praise to the Most High. This is 10 minutes of wisdom. And with that, we say shalom.